right, well, it is here today. 6.1.0 PTB has been released as announced from the 6-year anniversary live stream and other notes. But there's so much in here, so I'm just going to jump right in and not waste any more time. First off, important progress and save data information has been copied from the live game to our PTB servers on June 20th, 2022. Please note that players will be able to progress for the duration of the PTB, but none of that progress will make it back to the live version of the game. Features, gameplay. Generators taking 90 seconds for a single survivor to repair was 80 seconds. Killers kicking a generator now immediately cause a 2.5% loss of progress in addition to starting regression. Bloodlust trigger times have been reduced to 15 seconds for tier 1, 25 for tier 2, and 35 for tier 3. It was 15, 30, and 45 seconds. The following killer actions have been sped up by 10%. Time to kick a pallet or wall have been reduced to 2.34 seconds, down from 2.6. Time to kick a generator has been reduced to 1.8. It was 2. Cooldown time after a successful hit has been reduced to 2.7 seconds. It was 3. Duration of survivor speed boost when hit has been reduced to 1.8 seconds. It was 2. Survivors now have a modified version of borrowed time as a baseline ability, no perk required. Unhooked survivors now get a 7% movement speed bonus and endurance for 5 seconds. The speed bonus and endurance effect are removed if the survivor performs a conspicuous action. New term conspicuous action includes repairing a generator, healing yourself or others, cleansing or blessing a totem, sabotaging a hook, unhooking a survivor, and opening an exit gate. Added a new section and description to the game manual. Endurance status effects is now cancelled by conspicuous actions. Killer perks. Barbecue and chili remove BP bonus. Corrupt intervention added. Corrupt intervention deactivates when any survivor enters the dying state. Note the perk still deactivates after 2 minutes if no survivor has entered the dying state. Chlorophobia added. Healing skill checks move 50% faster for survivors under the effects of this perk. Dark devotion now triggers when a survivor loses a health state by any means. It was just basic attacks. Eruption increased generator reduction when a survivor enters the dying state by 10%. It was 6. Increased duration of incapacitated status effect to 15, 20, and 25 seconds, up from 12, 14, and 16 seconds. Hex, no one escapes death. Added. The hex effect is revealed to the survivors. Its hex totem's aura is shown to the survivors at a range of 4 meters. This range increases steadily over the next 30 seconds to 24 meters. It's probably maybe 5 meters, a meter a second. Who knows? Maybe less than that. Hex Ruin added. Once any survivor is killed by any means, the Hex Ruin totem reverts to a dull totem. While a generator is not being repaired by a survivor, it will immediately and automatically regress progress at 50%, 75, and 100% of the normal regression speed. Jolt removed the cooldown, thank goodness. Knockout added. Recovery speed is reduced by 25% for survivors under the effect of this perk. Lethal Pursuer added. Anytime a survivor's aura is shown for a period of time, its duration is increased by 2 seconds. Note the new effect applies to the duration of the normal Lethal Pursuer effect, which means it effectively reveals survivors for 9, 10, 11 seconds at the start of the match. Monstrous Shrine rework. This perk is now Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine. Scourge Hooks grant 10, 15, 20% faster entity progression if the killer is not within 24 meters. Basement hooks count as Scourge Hooks. Overcharge added. After overcharge is applied to a generator, its regression speed increases from 100% of normal to 400% of normal over the next 30 seconds. Pop Goes the Weasel changed regression to be 20% of current progress, was 25% of total. Note this is calculated after the new baseline regression was kicking a generator. Scourge Hook Gift of Pain increased healing and repairing speed penalty to 10, 13, 16%, up from 7, 8, and 9%. Scourge Hook Pain Resonance removes scream effect on survivors repairing the exploded generator. Generator will spark to show regression. Xenophobia increased individual penalties for repairing, sabotaging, and totem cleansing to 4.5, 5, and 5.5, up 0.5% for 4.5 and 5. Increased maximum penalty to 18, 20, 22%. It was 16, 18, 20%. Tinkerer added this effect can only trigger once on each generator. Now to survivor perks. Borrowed time reworked to account for the baseline version of the effect. Survivors you unhook keep their endurance effect for an extra 6, 8, and 10 seconds, and their movement speed bonus for an extra 10 seconds. Botany knowledge removed medkit efficiency bonus. Increased healing speed bonus to 30, 40, 50%. It was 11, 22, and 33%. Calm spirit increased chance to avoid alerting crows to 100%. Added allows you to open chests and cleanse/bless totems silently, but at 40, 35, and 30% reduced speed. Dark Sense reworked each time a generator is completed. Dark Sense activates. While Dark Sense is active, the killer entering a 24-meter radius around you reveals their aura for 5, 7, 10 seconds. Once the aura's duration expires, Dark Sense deactivates. Note, the effect triggers if the killer is already within 24 meters when the perk is activated. Dead Heart. Remove the dash/dodge element of the perk. It still kind of dashes a little bit. Activating Dead Heart now grants the survivor endurance for 1 second. An animation plays when activated so killers can see when the perk is used without the survivor being hit. Decisive Strike added the perk and its effects are disabled if the exit gates are powered. Now that doesn't mean active or open, it just means powered. The perk is now disabled when the survivor performs a conspicuous action. Stun duration is now 3 seconds, down from 5 seconds. Deja Vu added gain a 5% repair speed bonus on the generators revealed by Deja Vu. Distortion reduced the starting tokens to 3, it was 4. Remove stipulation preventing the perk from activated when in a killer trap. Added regain a token for each 30 seconds spent inside the killer's terror radius. Distortion may not have more than 3 tokens. Hope remove the time limit. Perfect. Iron Will reduce the grunts of pain volume reduction to 25, 50, 75%, down from 50, 75, and 100%. Added does not function while exhausted, does not inflict exhausted. Lightweight increased the reduction of scratch mark duration to 3, 4, 5 seconds. It was 1, 2, 3 seconds. Added your scratch marks are spaced inconsistently. That's so crazy. Lucky Break added for each 1 second spent healing another survivor, increased Lucky Break's duration by 1 second. Lucky Break's duration cannot increase beyond its starting value. No One Left Behind now triggers when the exit gates are powered, was triggered when the exit gate was opened. Added when unhooking a survivor, the game's 7% movement bonus for 10 seconds. Off the Record added once you are unhooked or escape from the hook, Off the Record activates for 60, 70, 80 seconds and gain the endurance status effect for almost a minute and a half. Overzealous increased repair speed buff to 6, 7, 8%, up from 4, 5, 6%. Added bonuses doubled if you cleanse a hex totem. Pharmacy that now guarantees an emergency medkit in every chest, was just the first chest opened when injured. Saboteur Scourge hooks now have a yellow aura when a survivor is being carried. Self-care reduce the self-heal speed to 25, 30, 35%. It was baseline 50. Remove medkit efficiency bonus. Added when Soul Survivor added when you're the last survivor alive, gain 75% action speed when repairing generators and 50% action speed when opening an exit gate or the hatch. Spine Chill reworked, get notified when the killer within a 36-meter range. If the killer is within range and is looking at you with a clear line of sight, your speed while repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, cleansing, blessing, opening exit gates, and unhooking is increased by 2, 4, and 6%. The effects of Spine Chill linger for half a second after the killer looks away or is out of range. Tenacity added grunts of pain while in the dying state have their volume reduced by 75%. We're gonna live forever. Reworked when healing another survivor in the dying state, your healing speed is increased by 100%. Additionally, performing any of the following actions activates this perk's secondary function. Perform a safe unhook rescue, take a hit to protect a survivor, rescue a survivor by stunning the killer with a pallet, rescue a survivor by blinding the killer with a flashlight. When this perk's secondary function is active, healing another survivor out of the dying state grants them endurance for 6, 8, 10 seconds and deactivates the secondary function. So basically, you give them a soul guard and you heal them faster. That's pretty cool. Progression. The progression and prestige systems have been reworked. Important. No existing perks, items, or cosmetics will be lost if they are already unlocked on a character, even if having them would contradict the rules of the new system. Prestige no longer removes any items, add-ons, offerings, perks, or perk slots. Teachable perks have been removed from the Blood Web. Level 51 of the Blood Web requires the character to prestige, costing 50,000 blood points. Characters can now each be prestige up to 100 times. Prestige in a character has the following rewards. Prestige 1, the character's perks are immediately unlocked for use on all other killers / survivors at tier 1. Prestige 2 is the same but at tier 2. Prestige 3 is the same but at tier 3. Prestige 4 through 6, bloodied cosmetic items when available for the specific character. Prestige 7 to 9, perk charms for the character's perks. They're alright, they're not great. Existing players will have their characters granted prestige levels in the new system based on the following. 1 level per existing prestige level, maximum of 3. If the character has 70 or more perks unlocked, counting each tier of a perk separately. Level 1 for 70 to 119. Level 2 for 120 to 169 perks. Level 3 for 170 to 219. Level 4 to 220 for 220 to 269. Nice. Level 5 is 270 to 319, and level 6 is for 320 or more perks. Existing unlocked teachable perks will immediately grant access to the tier 1 of that perk on all characters if no other mechanic has already granted access to the perk. Added unique prestige crest artwork for each prestige level. Added a prestige legacy effect to the character portraits that can be toggled in the settings menu. Shrine of Secrets. Teachable perks have been removed from the Shrine of Secrets. Purchasing a perk on the Shrine of Secrets now immediately unlocks that perk on all killers or survivors at the displayed tier level. Tier 1 is 2,000 iridescent shards, Tier 2 is 4,000, and Tier 3 is 6,000. You must purchase Tier 1 before you can purchase Tier 2, and Tier 2 before Tier 3, unless you already have unlocked the perk via the Prestige system. Having the perk already available via the Prestige system discounts the price. Tier 1 via Prestige, 2,000 iridescent shards for Tier 2, 4,000 iridescent shards for Tier 3. If you have Tier 2 via the Prestige, 2,000 iridescent shards are for the Tier 3. The same perk may be purchased multiple times on a single rotation of the Shrine of Secrets. Purchasing a perk that you already have at Tier 3 will convert the iridescent shards to 100,000 blood points. So if you already have them, it'll cost 2,000 iridescent shards, I'm guessing, for 100,000 blood points. So they're lowering the amount of blood points you get by buying from the Shrine of Secrets. This can only be done once Shrine of Secrets rotation per perk, maximum of 4 times on the single rotation, assuming you have all 4 perks already at Tier 3. So yeah, you can only buy them all once until the weekly reset. Matchmaking incentives. Matchmaking incentives have been added to the game, not available to players who have crossplay disabled. When the survivor killer ratio in the active matchmaking queue drifts too far from optimal 4-to-1, players will receive blood point bonuses to enter the queue as the needed role. Note, players can also expect queues with a large incentive bonus to have faster queue times. Matchmaking incentives will appear on the main menu and in the lobby next to Ready button. UI made UI layout changes to accommodate the new Prestige crest on multiple screens. Character info button has been moved to the side tabs in the lobby UI. Replace character swap button / prompts with the previous next button in the lobby UI footer. Optimizations. Optimize the doctor's performance. Dev note. The Doctor currently has one of the largest impacts on performance for killers. These performance optimizations should help improve that on all platforms. Alright, now down to the nitty gritty. Bug fixes. Fixed an issue that caused the Dredge's head to clip through the camera when teleporting to a locker. Fixed an issue that caused the Hillbilly to be able to use his momentum to reach inaccessible areas. Rip Space Billy for now. Fixed an issue that caused the artist scanning crows not to reveal killer instinct on survivors in the dying state. Fixed an issue that caused Lucky Break perk to activate during the camera pan at the start of the match when having the No Mither perk equipped. Fixed an issue that caused the extra fatigue duration from chain blinks to be unaffected by the Nurse's Catatonic Boys Treasure add-on. Fixed an issue that caused the Built to Last perk to continue recharging the item when interrupted going into a locker. Fixed an issue that caused the aura reading effect from the knockout perk to apply to survivors that are downed by other means than the killer's basic attack. Fixed an issue that caused the skill check wiggle UI to briefly appear after succeeding a decisive strike skill check. Saw that plenty of times. Fixed an issue that caused the decisive strike perk to remain active indefinitely if the killer is stunned when the skill check need is in the success zone. Fixed an issue that caused the invigorated status effect from the clown's afterpiece antidote to last longer when exiting the gas clown as it activates. Fixed an issue that caused the Legion's Feral Frenzy combo not to reset when blinding them mid-lunge attack. Fixed an issue that caused the Wraith's Shadow Dance white add-on to increase the locker opening speed while cloaked. Fixed an issue that could cause the healing progress bar to remain on screen after the healing action is completed when affected by the hemorrhage status effect. Fixed an issue that caused only one survivor to grunt when one or more survivors stopping the healing action while affected by the hemorrhage status effect when close by to each other. Fixed an issue that caused cleansing a totem while under the broken status effect to still activate the inner healing perk when the broken status effect ends. Fixed an issue that caused brand new part add-on to bypass the survivor screaming when the eruption and scourge hook pain resonance perks are triggered. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to recover indefinitely with Soul Guard once affected by the Hex Plaything or Hex Pentimento perks. Fixed an issue that caused the haste status effect icon to be missing when affected by Hex Devour Hope. Fixed an issue that caused the Hex Undying perk to reveal survivor auras when they are near a boon totem. Fixed an issue that caused the Deathbound perk not to give progress to the Punch Drunk achievement trophy for Sony platforms. Fixed an issue that caused the pig's ambush dash animation to freeze when hitting an asset. Been there. Fixed an issue that caused the missing animation when vaccinating another survivor. Fixed an issue that caused a missing animation when survivors open an exit gate while injured and contaminated by the Nemesis T virus. Fixed an issue that caused the Nightmare's Dream palette placing animation to be missing. Fixed an issue that caused the Hag's trigger range add-ons, Bog Water, Bloodied Water, and Bloodied Mud to have no functionality. Kind of a big deal. Fixed an issue that caused the Cannibal Shop lubricant add-on not to hide the auras of downed survivors when using Chainsaw. Fixed an issue that caused the Nightmare's Pill bottle add-on not to make him invisible to awake survivor after dropping and picking up a survivor. Fixed an issue that caused the Madness Tier 2 effect to the Doctor's Calm add-ons not to match the descriptions. Fixed an issue that caused the Flashbang and Firecracker items to be unusable when running downstairs. Fixed an issue that caused the Streetwise perk to remain active in the area when the survivor with it was sacrificed, killed, or disconnected. Fixed an issue that caused the Adrenaline perk to give progress to the Generosity challenges. Fixed an issue that caused the Heroic Virtue challenge to gain progress when the killer disconnects. If you got credit for that, congratulations. Fixed an issue that caused the Kinship perk not to give clear feedback when the perk is activated. Fixed an issue that caused the Nemesis Prestige outfit to have a hole in the hand. Fixed an issue that caused some audio in the menus to be played twice. Fixed an issue that sometimes caused the killer not to be able to pick up a survivor who's downed in the basement stairs after using Dead Hard. Fixed an issue that caused equipped charms to not appear for other survivors in the survivor lobby. Fixed an issue where the hillbilly's chainsaw revving sound does not continue for the entire duration of the charge animation. Fixed an issue where the wrong audio cue would be called when selecting a survivor from the role selection menu. Fixed an issue where the female survivor's voiceover would not follow the character's mouth movement when being hooked. Fixed an issue where only one survivor would grunt when two survivors would stop healing closely at the same time while being affected by hemorrhage. Fixed an issue where, in some rare instances, some killer's blood web generation sound would be stuck in an infinite loop. Fixed an issue where the tenacity perk would only reduce grunts of pain after survivors would move from their initial falling point. Fixed an issue where multiple instances of the same audio cues would play in the menus. Fixed an issue when a killer would hit a wooden table, the incorrect surface sound would be played. Fixed an issue where the small pole generators would fail to throw confetti and would not play the correct SFX once completed in specific maps. Fixed an issue when changing from the play as a killer menu to the store, the killer sound effects would be missing. And finally, audio optimization passed on Midwich Elementary School map to prevent audio cuts. Now there are some known issues, and you'll notice some things have been disabled on the PTB. Charms acquired with DLC purchases may not appear in their inventory. Add-ons can appear in the warning state with available base item. The Ghost Faces chase music has erroneously been reverted back to the old one. Hex Devour Hope does not get revealed to survivors when they are injured by the Nemesis zombies. The game map and the jigsaw piece offering have been disabled due to a bug in the environment. The Cold Tower map and the Macmillan Phalanx Bone offering remains disabled due to a bug with the basement collision and killer's accessibility. And finally, the Dredge's toy chest and glittering mask outfits have been disabled due to bugs with the bodies. So there you go. That is PTB patch update 6.0.1. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Dead Hard's dead, Prestige is new, and base gameplay has been changed. Hope you all liked it, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. If no one told you yet today, we love you all very much, and remember to please stay safe out there in the fog.